Hi, I'm Moon, owner of the Divine Medium and Crystal Cove Gems. I recently had a very interesting question come through on Facebook Messenger. It was from a Kara Gallagher. I thought it very interesting because I am wondering how many people think like her. So here's her question. When someone dies, they say a loved one is there to greet you. Now, if you are reincarnated off doing something somewhere else, how will you know, say, when your parents die or when your parents pass on, how are they greeted by these people? She thought this to be a stupid question, but I didn't think it was stupid at all. I found it very interesting. The answer to it is very simple. We are all of energy. In the Bible, it says we are made in God's image, not his physical, but his energy. We are made of his energetic frequency. So if he can be everywhere all at once, so can we. So even though you may be off having many, many lives going on at once, you can still get that warning frequency of a past loved one leaving this world and then be able to greet them when they cross over. Your soul is like a molecule that breaks up into particles. Every part of you is a frequency off learning. What most humans do is keep that soul in this bubble capacity, and they don't see past that, or they have a hard time looking past it. They can't see past the parameter to see all different kinds of quantum energies around them. Even though you're living a life here on earth, your soul's off doing many, many things. That's where you get the reminiscing. Like, for example, I was driving down a road and suddenly I was no longer in my car. I was on stage singing in front of millions of people. And when I came back, I understood that's an alternate reality of me reincarnating and actually living that life out. And I got a glimpse into what that felt like. Now, even though this is not supposed to be happening, for some reason, my soul felt I needed to know that. So this is why this happens, why deja vu or the feeling of familiarity of a different reality comes to mind or slips into the mind real quick and then leaves. Or you're daydreaming of something specific. This happens because the soul is not encapsulated into this parameter. It is off learning multitudes of many things. The second you encapsulate yourself into this little parameter, you limit yourself to all the possibilities that are right there for you to learn. If you throw a pebble out into the water, the sound bounces off the environment and ricochets back. This to me is how energy works through time and space, and why everything happens now, because no matter how far out you go, it will always mirror back and ricochet back to you so you can learn from it. Nothing you do within this lifetime, another planet, another portal, another reality is not being learned. It's all being learned. All of it is being learned now. No matter what lifetime you're in, what planet, what realm, what reality, you are always learning. Whether you're in this time or another time, you are consistently and constantly learning, even in dream. There's something that most souls do while they're sleeping. It's something I call dream past life regressioning. Through your sleep, you are passing through different portals of past lives. And the reason you do this is to better understand what went wrong, or maybe what you missed learning. And most of the time, it might come off like a nightmare. But that's only because your soul is so traumatized by the learning that it keeps revisiting those areas so it could better understand and articulate what was meant to be learned. Because maybe in that time, it couldn't wrap its mind around what it just learned and why. Why did this happen? Why did it happen to me? So most souls tend to travel through different past lives so that they can better understand. But you're also visiting past loved ones as well. That's why they feel so real when you wake up, because it was. When you need to see a loved one, you just simply need to ask and they will show up. Now, you might not remember the entire correspondence with them or the entire message that you got from them, but the fact that it felt so real and they were there is all that matters. So to answer Kara's question, yes, your loved ones can be there to greet you when you cross over, but also a particle or a part of themselves is off in reincarnating lives so that they can learn from multitudes. And then when all that learning is done, all those little particles come back into whole. And that soul has so many experiences and so many lifetimes and so many different realms that they learned great things from, that they can step away from it all and say, I think I'm done learning from it all and I can rest now. So I thank Kara for this question. It's very interesting. And if you have one of your own, please let me know. I would love to answer it on a video for you.